It was only last night that I had my first lunar vortex clearing call, and I wanted to track my integration, especially over the next 5 days. And I have had something land for me this morning, and that is I can get through hard and difficult times no matter the weather, whether it's raining, windy, chaotic storms, or in the sunshine, in the joy, when it's easy and things are flowing. I can get through anything, was the message. I can get through anything no matter the weather. And I wanted to share that with you today because it feels not just for me. It feels like it's for you as well. You can get through anything. 3-3 on the clock there as well, little angel number for you. And I must say, on my walk this morning, I felt this really whimsical fairy energy, but also the embodiment of trust in this divine, this not necessarily outside source, but just this like unseen magic that lives within me as well as in nature. And particularly I have noticed my fascination with spirals, and I've noticed it more and more throughout my work as well. And it feels like when we're growing and we feel like we're going backwards, you're actually being given this opportunity to act from this new level of consciousness. So instead of operating from an old belief or wounding and doing what we've always done, you are being given this opportunity with this new level of awareness, understanding, knowledge, to choose a new way. Maybe it's the version you want to be, perhaps your higher self, perhaps it's a future version of you. And I find that so fascinating because it's not necessarily a contraction, but an expansion, being able to choose that new way and reaping the benefits, because you're not doing what you've always been, because what you've always been done. I was also reminded in that lunar vortex call the power of the work and what it can do. I think sometimes I forget just how amazing it is and what I've not only experienced for myself, like in sessions or whatever, but actually I have trained in these modalities because I loved them so much, and they were not only helping me but others in my life, to clients, whatever. And I think sometimes when you're in that space, it was just this really deep reminder, because it was not only just for me but within this collective of people, and it was a bodily reaction as well. And there's just some shit you can't make up. Like, I find it hard to explain unless you know. I mean, this shit works fast, and that's why I want to document it, because I actually had to think when I started recording, like, oh yeah, I've like realized this is kind of blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I had the call yesterday, like fucking hell, and like a lot's happened since last night, like Jesus. And I just felt like, fuck, like you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. And I think for me, what's dropped in today is that trust in myself and that belief. Not only that there are people like me or that have the same interests as me or just generally enjoy me as me in that like lone wolf isolation sense, but more in the sense of, let me feel into this. 444 on the timer now, fuck me. But more in the sense of, I have something really unique and special to offer. whether that's as a service, as an individual, as a person, as a woman, like whatever. I have something really special to offer into this world, and it would actually be a disservice not only to myself but to others, to those people that need it, whether it is a transmission, a download, whether it is my energetic work, whatever. I have been denying myself of what I want to do and also what I have felt always called to do. And I think I'm okay with taking that fucking cloak of protection off. Oh, goosebumps. I spent a lot of my life trudging through muddy waters and a fog, excavating the fucking ground I was walking on, trying to reprogram patterns and behaviors I had, because I continually kept finding myself in the same situations, experiences, even if it was a different environment, a new cast, it was the same shitty fucking storyline. New levels, same devils, you know, it was a new environment, a different cast, but it was evidently the same shitty storyline. And no, and I didn't want to keep trudging through, just meandering and letting life happen to me. I wanted to understand, and that's why I know I need to do this work, and it would be so beneficial to people. And over the years of deep inner work and finding my stuff, like my fucking mystical toolkit, I've realized that I'm not just one of these things, or you know, they can blend and become this potent elixir. And that's why I began this fucking journey to begin with, because I tried traditional, I did all the things that I was supposed to do that's meant to help you, and it left me feeling broken. This cause and effect model, everything was outside of me. You've probably heard of the wheel of life, you know, relationships, love, money, and those things are great, but you do have to work on your stuff on the inside, because it affects your outside. Like, believe it or not, it's true. And with the work that I do now, I'm no longer trudging through the fucking fog, trying to work out, like, where I've gone wrong. I can use what I know and not only pinpoint where in the body, but what emotion, or even that core fucking age that it was installed. Like, I have these really amazing things that I know and can do with skill. Like, fuck. And especially when you add Reiki as well as the emotional clearing and kinesiology technique, like, oh, and then add on top another fucking like layer of icing or sugar, I don't know, the intuitive psychology. Like, this is what I mean. Because everybody is different. We are all operating with a different map of the world. And, you know, for example, 10 people could go into a meeting and you could have the same meeting, and those 10 people will come out and have perceived it differently, would have taken it differently. And that's because we're all fucking different. Things can happen to us, but we respond and react in different ways. We layer and attach different emotions to experiences. And, you know, we've all heard the body keeps the score. Our body will remember, even if our conscious mind cannot recall that memory. Perhaps it was too painful. Perhaps your body is just trying to protect you from experiencing that pain or discomfort ever again. And instead of muddying through and repeating the same shit, let's fucking work together and just clear it, right? Cool. Thanks.